The Korean War, which took place between 1950 and 1953, remains one of the most significant and consequential conflicts of the 20th century. Born out of the ideological divide between communism and capitalism during the Cold War era, the Korean War left an indelible mark on the Korean Peninsula and reshaped the geopolitical landscape of East Asia. The Korean Peninsula had been under Japanese colonial rule for decades until the end of World War II in 1945, when Korea was divided along the 38th parallel into two occupation zones, with the Soviet Union controlling the north and the United States controlling the south. As the Cold War tensions intensified, both regions established separate governments: the Communist Democratic People's Republic of Korea, North Korea, under Kim Il-sung, and the Anti-Communist Republic of Korea, South Korea, led by Syngman Rhee. The division of Korea and the contrasting ideologies set the stage for the conflict that would soon erupt. On June 25, 1950, North Korea launched a surprise invasion of South Korea, seeking to reunify the peninsula under communist rule. The United Nations, with strong U.S. leadership, responded to the aggression and authorized military intervention to aid South Korea. A multinational coalition, primarily led by the USA, intervened to halt North Korean advances. The war rapidly escalated, involving major powers and turning the Korean peninsula into a battleground. The Korean War saw intense fighting and dramatic swings in momentum. South Korean and UN forces, aided by General Douglas MacArthur, achieved significant victories by pushing North Korean forces back to the Chinese border. However, China, fearing a U.S.-aligned reunification on its border, entered the conflict in late 1950, dramatically altering the war's trajectory. The conflict settled into a protracted stalemate along the 38th parallel, resulting in immense human suffering and casualties on both sides. After nearly 3 years of intense conflict and failed attempts at negotiations, an armistice agreement was signed on July 27, 1953, officially ending hostilities. The 38th parallel remained the de facto border, but no formal peace treaty was ever signed, leaving the Korean peninsula technically in a state of war.